Good day, everyone. I'm Paul Janjun Alvarez from Group 4, and the topic for the finals is managing and caring for the self. So, our topic for Group 4 is well-being, managing stress, and more care about engagement and relationship. So, my group mates are Santillan Christian Dave, Amaro Junray, Doba Kenneth, Sumalhag Kent Mark, Kaninsha Christian, and Salgados Bradley. So, engagement and relationship. So when we talk about engagement and relationship, there are different types of it. It can be love, appointment, or communicating with other people. So the definition of an engagement is an appointment or a promise to marry someone or a period of employment. So an example of engagement is a holiday party, or engagement is a woman accepting a man's offer of marriage. And other example of engagement is a 1-year contract with a cruise ship. So an intimate relationship is an interpersonal relationship that involves physical or emotional intimacy. Although an intimate relationship is commonly a sexual relationship, but it may also be a non-sexual, like involving family, friends, or acquaintances. So I have 3 different examples to give about engagement and relationship that we can talk, or that is example of love or appointment or communicating with other people. So my first example is love relationship. The most important reason a couple gets engaged or has a traditional been to prepare for marriage. So it is important for love relationship for many couples that married life will be the first time they permanently live away from their parents' home. The engagement period gives a couple time to save money and prepare for the wedding and their new life together. So that is one of an example of importance of love engagement. So an example of like employee engagements is engaging employees is a critical for retaining top talent and is an important piece of the employee satisfaction puzzle. As disengaged employees are more likely to leave their jobs, according to Forbes. Employees engaged in the work are more likely to be motivated and remain committed to their employee. So that is the second example of engagement of an employee. So the third example is engagement or relationship with a family. So family engagement help kids feel connected to their caregivers, families, and communities. Kids who are connected feel safe, secure, supported, and are ready to learn. Connected adults, family engagement helps parents and other caregivers feel connected and tuned into their children and communities. So that's 3 examples of an engagement, not just love, but with communicating with other people. So the next presenters will discuss about how well-being, the engagement and relationship is, and how to manage stress of engagement and relationship. And the third is more care, or having care of engagement and relationship.
Good day, everyone. I'm Junray Amaro, and I'll be talking about well-being engagement. So, it makes sense that in the workplace, employee well-being and engagement levels would rise and fall in tandem, right? Because ostensibly, the happier and healthier people are, the more inspired and interested in the work they'll be. For example, one company might prioritize employee engagement, another may focus on employee well-being. Many companies confuse the two. So, what is the difference between engagement and well-being, and which should you focus on to create the most beneficial outcomes? Let's begin with some definitions. What is employee well-being? Employee well-being comprises several categories of wellness, including physical health, emotional or psychological well-being, community or social relationships, and financial stability. Essentially, employee well-being looks at the employee experience from a holistic perspective and asks if they have what they need to do their best work. On the other hand, what is employee engagement? Employee engagement is defined as the ability for employees to be present, focused, and energized while feeling connected to their organization purpose. So, what is well-being engagement? Combining well-being with engagement is a powerful combination. Employee well-being deals with how an employee feels, whereas employee engagement is about how employees feel about their role, the work, and value within their company. Following is the 5 essential elements of well-being. Purpose. Liking what you do each day and being motivated to achieve your goals. The next is social. Having supportive relationship and love in your life. Third is financial. Managing your economic life to reduce stress and increase security. The next is the community. Liking where you live, feeling safe, and having pride in your community. And lastly, the physical. Having good health and enough energy to get things done daily. So, therefore, employee well-being and employee engagement are not interchangeable. They have different goals and require different means, but they do support one another. Now, more than ever, companies need to inspire the best in their workforce by adopting a best practice approach of addressing employee engagement and employee well-being. Through this, workers will more likely stay engaged and be insulated from the negative effects of the extraordinary amounts of stress they are experiencing. That will be all. Thank you.
Benefits of employee engagement. Employee engagement has so many benefits, from creating a strong company culture to delivering better customer experiences. It would be challenging to list them all. We isolated the three primary benefits of employee engagement and it lead to other innumerable benefits. Number one, quality of work. Engaged employees simply put more effort into their work. The lead to productively and also desirable business outcomes as employees champion company mission and push idea to be as good as they can be. The quality of work is the value of work to product produced by the employees as well as work environment they provided with. Praise employees at all levels about quality in order to make them know that they need to produce quality work regardless of their role in the company. Number 2, commitment of the company. Engaged organization could enjoy, according to to Gallup, up to 59% lower employee turnover. Engaged employees stay where they are longer, contributing their cumulative knowledge and expertise of businesses they value, and not to mention healthy retention rates save companies odds in turnover quotes. Commitment to the work or work commitment is defined as the level of enthusiasm an employee has toward his/her task assigned at a workplace. It is a feeling of responsibility that a person has towards the goals, mission, and vision of the organization he/she is associated with. High levels of employification in an organization are related to work commitment engagement in their organization. This results in superior business performance, which in turn results to increase profitably, productively, employee retention, and overall employment in the work atmosphere. That the level commitment any organization would expect from their employee, right? But most great things in the world is achieved by perseverance, hard work, and dedication. All these qualities don't just show up in a day. A person develops their qualities over their years. The same goes from organization. If our organization expect their employees to perform exceptionally well, then they will have to provide a work environment that will help increase commitment to work. Number 3, value to company goals. Engage employees doing quality work and create the foundation for any organization's success, whether they're profit or mission driven. By integrating value in goals, you can strengthen the company even if you miss the goal. The value should be mentioned every time the goal is discussed. The remind salespeople of their boundaries are encouraged those entrusted to it. Company core value have become more prominent than ever in offices across the world. Employees in many firms are treated into them upon hiring and then left to figure out if and when the values should be applied. Unfortunately, found employees are usually changing monthly and quarterly goals, and soon to be core values become more a nice thought than relevant business tool. The company goals are expressed the multiple communication throughout the week, and incentives are tied to their achievement. While the value may hang silently on the wall of the rarely reference beyond employee orientation. Many business leaders in know share the opinion that value are great, but results are what truly matter. This common thinking can lead na falling short of our value in many cases, and the extreme cases can even lead to major ethical violation. As a sales director, I've I seen how those quite little values of the wall can be the key to not only staying out of trouble but also achieve goals to sustainable way that improves employee retention. That right, employees that don't like to feel bad when they go home at night because they had a cut corners to max out at incentives. Eventually the best ones may leave. Thank you.
So, hello, good day everyone. So, I'm Kishan Ken Alcansha, a reporter of Group 4. And today, the topic that I'm going to tackle is all about managing stress in engagement. So, first of all, let's find a definition of stress. So, what is stress, guys? So, based on my research, stress is a natural human emotion that affects everyone at some point in their lives. So in truth, the human body is built to recognize and respond to stress. So your body develops physical and mental responses to change and or difficulties. Some of the times, it causes of depression to make you think more ideal. Your body's stress response assists in it adapting to new surroundings. So, on my own understanding, kanang kanong stress guys kay kanang normal lang na guys, part na ginasa sa ato ang body part of our body and mind. So, it's also part of our body defense mechanism. So I guess mo release of stress atong body if we find nga, I think if we're find na we're in danger, something like that, no? So maybe we are in a something that is more harsh environment, or what I mean harsh kanang ka-adapt ng environment, like if you're a person nga not really in socializing. So if you went to like a mall, you feel uncomfortable, or maybe ka na ganing murag na scared ka, di ka not feel at home. So our body release some stress nga ana na siya nga your body is just adapting or telling you that it's because something is wrong with you, or you're not really adapting to it pa, no? So it also in a way it acts as a good thing in somehow, kay it warns your body on something, like if you try that going to a place, like you're in a new place, you feel like uneasiness, like feeling stress nga, like something is wrong in this place, or maybe there's a danger. So our body release some kind of toxins and stress. But today we're gonna talk about unsang pag manage sa stress. So in my own understanding about managing stress in engagement, okay, in my own understanding of engagement, it talks about kanang kuan, it talks about engagement of many things. When we talk about engagement, it talks about kanang doing something or planning to do something, like engage or imo nang buhaton ingana ba niya. So unsa dir pagkuan pag i-cope ang stress nito in every engagement of our life. So we have here na the first step toward reducing stress is learning that what your triggers are, if you know what pushes your buttons, then avoid it. So kani sa simple kay understand guys. So kung kabaw ka nga unsa may nakapatrigger na ana nimo imong stress, I guess it's best nga to avoid it or try not to go with it at all. Like kung kana panlitan kabaw ka nga nag-cramming ka na kay deadline og next week, kabaw man ka nga if you're gonna do it nga before the day niya taas na ng batonon, ma-stress ka no, like di ka mahimutang pero ganay mo utok pero stress na kayo, like di na gimhimutang not much ideas nga ma-present nimo. So it's best nga to do it many days before anang deadline, so para to avoid ang stress nimo nga maka-trigger something like that. So but there are stresses we have to accept, so we must change our reaction to them. So nagid guys nga bisag unsa ni mo avoid maabot gina nimo. So ang the best way nga para kuha na siya ma-cope na nimo or manage ang stress kay just to adapt na lang yun or be used to it. So panglitan nga like your stress like na maabot nga things nga problema gid sa tong kinambuhi, di magina malikayan murag ingana na kay maabot problema, panglitan ka ng short on money ka, instead of ka nang magpalayluya ka or to think something bad, it's best nga i-adapt na lang nimo or think positive na lang, like imo nang let's say pangayawag tabang sa uban imong close or imo ba nang trabaho nun mo na ni best way. So another thing is there are a lot of simple coping mechanism in handling stress. One of it that expert advice is doing relaxation techniques. These are activities that trigger the relaxation response, a physiological change that can help lower your blood pressure, heart rate, breathing rate, oxygen consumption, and stress hormones. You can achieve this with activities such as meditation, guided imagery, yoga, and deep breathing exercise. So the best way kuno guys nga it finds nga more effective kay relaxation kuno technique, like pangitan if mag-stress ka mo agana magina mo mga things like paranoid, you're going to be paranoid or anxiety, like di ka nakasaway ka na guys kanang di ka may muta nga sika ginaw nang bati or gamay nga butang unsay masunod mo, di ka gana magkuan kay murag nadlo ka ba anxiety pod ba. So the best ways kuno kay it's kuan daw, one of it is to do yoga. So guys nakabamon sa yoga kanang you can watch it on TV, you can follow it, like stretching na si guys. One of it also is meditation. In that way maka-cope na sa mga stress nimo in any engagement na si guys, you can do it, you can meditate. So best thing also to do is the things that you want to make, things you want that make you calm, and try talking to other people. So the best way ko do kay kuan ka nang bato na lang gusto nimo palitan ako kung ma-stress ko kay maminaw lang ko music kay feel na ko kanang makaparelax na ko sa utok baka nang mawatan ng problema na ko gani. So mo na ako naon na kung say next thing para ma-solve na kong problema. Also talk also to other people is nice also guys, kay some of them will give you the best solutions or devices. So I hope guys nga if ma-stress gud mo, don't take all the burden alone yourself kanang you can also try talking to your parents if not comfortably ka atas best friend mo guys, kay it's important guys because stress is not a easy thing to take on, or ang anxiety is not easy thing to take on or to be a laughing thing, because daghan na guys nga na nakuan gid sa stress guys na they take their lives because of stress. or do some stupid things or harmful things to them, to themselves. So I hope nga makatabang ni guys, mara to guys, ang mga manage stress and engagement nimo. If bisig asa guys, let's say engagement on work, you can follow the things guys akong gipang ingon nga yoga, meditate, find the problem, avoid it. Even school, engagement in school, or engagement in anything nga mabuhat nimo, you can follow these things if ma-stress ka guys. So thank you.
What does a healthy relationship look like? Healthy relationship involve honesty, trust, respect, and open communication between partners, and they take effort and compromise from the people. There is no imbalance of power. Partners respect each other. Independence can make their own decision without fear of retribution of retaliation, and shared decision and are when a relationship ends. There is not talking of refusal to let their other partners go. So, ano dapat kailangan maging healthy relationship? So, number one, pagtitiwala. Pag gusto mo ng healthy relationship, dapat may tiwala kayo sa isa't isa. Kahit malayo kayo, pag may tiwala kayo at mahal nyo't isa't isa, magtatagal talaga kayo at mag-work it relasyon nyo. Number 2, silos. Yan yung na part na dapat nagpasan nyo kung gaano talaga katatag ang relasyon nyo. Pag gusto mo hindi magsilos ang partner mo, umiwas ka sa mga kasisilosan niya, lalo na yung mga special boy best friend or girl best friend. Yan kasi ang kinaiinisan namin yan. Yan. Okay lang pag same gender kayo. Number 2, huwag kang mag-cheat. Pag alam mo na may jowa ka na, huwag ka na maghanap ng iba. Makontento ka kung anong meron siya at iwasan mo ang tukso. Number 4, honesty. Yan yung pinaka-importante, maging honest kayo sa isa't isa at walang kayong secret para hindi pagdudahan. What sign of toxic relationship? Like example, toxic communication, especially sa mga LDR. Pag makaranas ka ng toxic communication, like yung tagal niya mag-reply kahit online siya best friend niya lagi chinachat, ikaw minsan lang. Laging sinasabi na busy sa pagdating sa'yo. Pagdating sa best friend, may time laging gumagala sila, halos wala na siyang oras sa'yo. Yung lagi ka na lang nanihingi ng oras sa kanya, pero lagi lang busy sinasabi. Pero ito, jealous. Pagamat makakaranas ganitong sitwasyon ng selos, ito ay isang perpektong natural na damdamin ng tao. Ngunit kapag ito ay humantong sa patuloy na hinala at kawalan ng tiwala, maaari itong mabilis na magsimulang masira ang iyong relasyon. 3. Lack of support. It means kulang suporta. Sa madaling salita, hindi sa positibo ang pakikiramdam ng oras na pagkasama kayo, hindi ka nakakaramdam ng suporta o nikayat at hindi mo pagkakatiwalaan na magpapakita sila sa iyo. Sa halip, maaari kang magkaroon ng impresyon na ang iyong mga pangailangan at interes ay hindi mahalaga. Sila lamang ang nagmamalasakit sa kung ano ang gusto nila. Number 4, controlling behavior. Nagtatanong ba ang iyong partner kung nasaan ka sa lahat ng oras? Marahil ay naiinis o naiirita sila kapag hindi ka agad sumasagot sa mga text o tawag sa iyo ng paulit-ulit hanggang sa gawin mo. Ang mga pag-uugali ito ay maaaring nagmula sa paninibugo o kawalan ng tiwala, ngunit maaari rin silang para control, parehong maaaring mag-ambag sa society ng relasyon. Sa ilang mga kaso ang
Hi, I am Ken Mark Sumalag, and now I am presenting the kinds of relationship. So, mag-una ta sa family relationship. It is a connection by blood or marriage or adoption. Families come to many different forms. For example, single-parent families, step families, home with gay and lesbian parents, and etc. However, despite its many different forms, it is an important part of everyone's life that serves as a foundation and plays a vital role in shaping the character and behavior of each person. So, friends relationship. People who have not related but choose to interact with. Friendship is shared with two or more people who are mutually respectful and supportive and share common interests and ideas. It is a devout relationship with people who are trust and want to spend time with it. So, romantic relationship. A romantic relationship is that which exists between a boyfriend and girlfriend in a heterosexual relationship or spouses in a marriage, or of a life partners in a civil partnership or long-term unmarried relationship, or attraction between people who are the same sex, homosexual relationship. A romantic relationship is defined as two people who have a deep emotional and commonly refer to themselves as in love. Thank you. So I will explain to the top in family relationship. So kaning family relationship guys, kanang sa ato ning pamilya, sa ato ang gidakuan, kanang dapat it is a connection of blood and marriage or adoption. Kanang ato ang kuan, ato ang kaliwat. Diha kinsay nagdako nato, kinsay nagbuhi nato, syempre ato ang pamilya. Mugin nato ang kinaunahan nga kuan, kinaunahan nga love, kinaunahan nga na love kay mo man natong nagbuhi sa ato ang kuan, ato ang pagkatao, mo man ang nagpadako nato ang atong mama o papa. So aritas friends relationship. Friends relationship is like a people who are not related but you choose to interact with. So kanang kaila nimo siya, nakaila nimo siya karon diha, kaila po nimo siya diha pikas dito diha etc. Nakaila nimo siya through like face to face nga kaila, or pwede sad nga sa kuan, sa chat nga nakaila in friendship. And this is kuan kanang, so kita mahulog jud na ating mga best friends mga BFF na to, nga suod kay nato, nga di nato makalimtan, kanang partners in crime, like na magkabuang mo, yun kanang ihay mo keep og secret sa usa to sa walay plastikanay, muna ang true friendship, true friends relationship. So mora na. So ari na punta sa romantic relationship. So a romantic relationship is which exists between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, of course. Bitaw kani kay murag sulisod man ni nako para na wala ko experience pa. Pero char noon. Pero anang kuan big deal wala pa. Pero akong na idea ni ng between a partners yun girlfriend and boyfriend, di ba? So like manguyab ka niya na mga consequences ana na may mga consequences ano romantic relationship, like gugma so ano yung paghigugma ang usa ka tawo, so ano yung paghandle ang usa ka relationship para magdugay mo. Kay kung dili mo magdugay, wala, useless, di ba? Useless ang inyong relationship, toxic. Kung nagdugay man kaha mo, kung inana, nagdugay mo sa inyong relationship, pero plastic na kayo. Dapat sa usa ka relationship, sa romantic relationship, dapat na may communication, na conversation each other, na magpabalo sa usa to sa asa mo lakaw, asa na etc. asa mo lakaw, asa mo laag, usay buhaton. Kay importante mo gyud na. Tapos ang importante na pagpabalo sa uyab, kay kanang iyang utok di jud masabot usahay tuyoon, usahay romantic mo gyud na iya. So thank you, and mora na tanan akong nasabtan. Thank you, and that's all. God bless.
Managing stress relationship. Understanding relationship stress. Dealing with relationship stress is never easy, but it's part of life. Even if your partner has constantly been the anchor in your relationship, there will be eventually come a time when their tank is running on empty, and you will be given the opportunity to provide the love and support that is needed. And while you may find it to be difficult to help your partner during times of stress, generating the mental and emotional resource to help your partner will not only create comfort and connection, but a healthy, secure base in the relationship that both partners can continually count on. How does stress affect relationships? A better question might be, how does stress not affect relationships? Research shows that stress spills over into our relationships, causing a wide range of problems. When people are under a lot of stress, they become distracted, withdrawn, and less affectionate. Leisure activities are relegated to the back burner, which creates alienation from social groups, including one partner. When we're under stress, it brings out our worst traits. We're depleted of cognitive resources, which make us hyper-vigilant and oversensitive or to criticism, since we're more irritable and more likely to fight over issues we're normally drop. And if relationship stress was already a problem, it will increase tenfold when external stressors. Men and women react differently to relationship stress. Men and women react differently to stress. One of the fundamental reasons for this has to do with varying stress hormones. When stress strikes, the body releases hormones called cortisol and epinephrine that raise blood pressure and circulate blood sugar level. Oxytocin is then released from the brain, countering the impact of cortisol and epinephrine by relaxing emotions. Men release less oxytocin than women when they are stressed, meaning they have a stronger reaction from both cortisol and epinephrine. A study published in Physiological Review suggested that this caused women to be more likely to handle stress by tending and befriending, that is, nurturing those around them. Recognizing relationship stress. How does your partner act when they are stressed? Hectic schedule and everyday work life demands make it easy to become wrapped up in our worlds. But when we lose sight of our partner's stress, then we are not communicating and we are not connecting. This is why it is imperative to make the extra efforts to recognize when you're dealing with a stressed partner. To answer, how does stress affect relationships? First ask yourself, how does my partner shows stress? How do their sleeping habits, eating habits, mood, energy level, or disposition change? How much relationship stress is too much? Some relationship stress is normal, but how much is too much? A normative level of relationship stress looks like this: occasional misunderstanding, room for improvement in your communication skills, or a minor mismatch between expectations. When this occurrence becomes the norm in your relationship, it's time to reevaluate. Health effects of relationship stress. Did you know that the relationship stress can actually make you sick? If you move from "my relationship is stressed me out" to feeling physical or mental health symptoms, that's a telltale sign that you have way too much stress in your relationship. Relationship stress can lead you to mental health problems